So you're now ready to get to Times Square. Fantastic. You're on this page and you're on your way. The first thing you want to do is you want to go to the Google Maps down here. And you want to locate where the directions are in order to get to Times Square. Now, of course, there's a lot of different places in the city, so who knows exactly where you're staying. So in this tutorial, I'll show you how to use Google Maps to your advantage to get to both Times Square and back, and how to figure out how to get there through cars and public transportation, or even walking, depending on where exactly you are. So the first thing you'll want to do is you'll want to go to this embedded area, and you'll click on Times Square, and you'll click on the directions. Once you click on the directions, you'll see this additional screen, and this will take you to the actual Google Maps website. And here you'll want to make sure that the directions still say Times Square. So right now it says 1552 Broadway, which actually is Times Square, but to make yourself feel better, you could always just type that back in there and press the Times Square button. You wait for it to load, and you see right there the red icon telling you where exactly it is. Down here you can zoom in and see the map even a little bit closer. And all you have to do is just navigate around in order to get to exactly what it is that you want to see. So you'll see Times Square, all the different streets that intersect in this area. Now, up on top here, you'll put exactly where exactly you're coming from. So you might be coming from, let's say, Columbia University. So here you would type in Columbia University, and sometimes it'll auto-populate depending on where you are. So we'll click the first link. And it'll give us the directions. So you notice here this one icon. You'll also notice these cars icons. This one icon represents the one train. And if you want to see what other trains are in the area, there's these three icons up here. The first one is driving directions. There's the car. Then there's the transit direction, or the subway line, the MTA, whatever way you might be most comfortable talking about it, but that's supposed to represent a bus. And then of course there's the walking directions. So if we just click on the transit button, it'll give us the fastest route from Columbia to Times Square. And you notice there that up on top, it'll give you the estimate time in which you're traveling, and it'll give you how long it anticipates that it'll take you. And if you click on details at the bottom, it'll give you the direct instructions from place to place. So you would go from Columbia, and at 116th Street, you would take the one train. And after 13 minutes, about 9 stops, you would get off at 50th Street. And from there, you would walk about 7 minutes directly to Times Square. So let's say you don't want to actually get there by bus. Instead, you want to walk. Well, the exact same way that you would press the bus button, you would also press the walk button. You would press that, and it would give you the instructions. So this is a much longer walk. It would take you about an hour and 10 minutes. Now the nifty thing is that not only will it also tell you the directions, but it'll also tell you the path in which you're going. So you'll notice here the Times Square, which is the destination, and it'll give you where exactly your starting point is. So if you zoom in here, you'll see that it's telling you to walk down this entire street, which if you're looking closer says Amsterdam Avenue. And you would just walk down the rest of that. It's a little bit of a walk, but you do indeed get to see a lot of different things as you walk through that. Now, of course, if you're driving in the city, you would also just take the driving directions, and it'll tell you it's about 20 minutes. So realistically, if you want to leave on the if you want to drive, it's about the same as if you were going to take the transit. And up on top, you can determine whether you want to leave now or if you want to specify a specific time. So let's say you know that you're going to be getting there at 9 o'clock in the morning. So you would just scroll up here and put 9 a.m. on a Thursday, let's say. And now that kind of changes things though, because if you click back on the enter, it'll tell you that it's about 40 minutes, and that's because of traffic in the morning because everyone's getting to work. So those are just different things to keep in mind if you want to adjust for a specific time schedule. Now let's say you've gone to Times Square and you want to get back to Columbia, and for some reason you don't remember exactly how you got there. So you would press this reverse button, which really just reverses the destination. So now it tells you the opposite way. If you're at Times Square, how would you get to Columbia? And once again, it would give you the exact same things. And if you decide to leave Times Square and you don't want to go to Columbia, instead you want to go to Union Square, then you would just type in Union Square, and once again it'll redirect you. And the Q, the R, and the N, those are of course all under the subway line. So, now we know how to use Google Maps. Fantastic. Let's go back to our Getting There home screen. Okay, so this is, once again, we're back to where we started, and if you have any questions, feel free to look at some of our other videos that we have about navigating the subways, once you've already decided to use that as your main form of transportation, and a few hints to guide you along. Thank you for listening.